It's that easy. Just stop fueling the fire. Hello, my friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about the riots, the state of America right now, and who's to blame. And I know the answer will shock you. Anyway, before we get into it, if you wouldn't mind like, sharing, commenting, and subscribing, that would be great. Okay, so whoever you're thinking about in your head, who's to blame, whether it be Trump, Nancy Pelosi, Mitch McConnell, the mainstream media, alt-right people, Antifa, Twitter, whoever you're thinking of in your head, you are 100% correct. They're all to blame, whether you like it or not. So Trump, you can see here. So I had this page open before they said, or they deleted it. So they deleted this, which I think was a huge mistake to delete these things, because it's his supporters that are mad right now, and you're just literally putting fuel on the fire by deleting this.
Promise. It was a landslide election, and everyone knows it, especially the other side. But you have to go home now. We have to have peace. We have to have law and order.
Why they deleted that and why they say the risk of violence, I will never know. That was literally their best shot at it. He put out a tweet after that, but as you can see, no longer here. But that being said, Twitter is fueling flames, but Trump has also been fueling flames. A huge reason why they didn't win in Georgia is because they were focusing all on Trump and not on the 2 or the 4 people who were running. So Raphael Warnock, he won in the general election too, just so you know. He is a wife beater, blasphemer, and he doesn't pay his taxes. So, and he's like this huge commie socialist, apparently. But like, he won, and largely due to they could just campaign against Trump, because even though Trump wasn't on the ballot, he was always the main focus, and the 2 senators were put in a rock and a hard place, and they just decided not to go on it. The other guy, whose name I forget, who also won, the other Democrat, literally just ran on saying that the person that he wasn't running against was a racist. That's how terrible they are, really. Like candidates, but they weren't good candidates either. You have people moving into Georgia who are not Republicans, who are like, oh yeah, I love to live in Georgia, not realizing that the only reason it's a good place, or the things that they're escaping, are the policies that are in their Democrat-ran areas anyway. Then you have Mitch McConnell with the $2,000. Should have just let that happen because of this runoff election, which was more important than that. Then you have Facebook banning their thing. But that being said, can you blame Trump supporters for not like listening to these people when they're right? Like, take this story right here. A tape might exist of Trump doing something in an elevator, though exactly where that somewhere is and what that something might be, no one in media can say. So I actually did see this. I cannot find it. It was the Washington Post, I'm pretty sure, talking about this elevator. Like, why is this a news story, first of all? Like, it does not make any sense. Oh, it was TMZ. Maybe. Somewhere posted about it. Anyway, that was back in 2018. Ridiculous waste of time. Like, then you look at anything on CNN. Anything that has to do with... It's a 50-50 split now, by the way. Anything that has to do with Trump is always bad. Biden says democracy is under unprecedented assault. Let's look at what Chuck Schumer had to say about it. I believe he said that it was like Pearl Harbor. Like, you're literally adding fuel to the flame right here. It's a little too late for that, don't you think? Here I think he's talking somewhere. I know he talks about Pearl Harbor. So dumb. People are honestly dumb. I don't know. I'm looking at this. Did you call Pence Mr. President? People who do not pay attention to what is happening, putting their input on things, also fueling to the flame. While back during the Black Lives Matter thing, they were talking about how protests were supposed to be peaceful. Or like they weren't supposed to be peaceful. They're supposed to make you feel uncomfortable. That's what AOC said. And Don Lemon said, who said protests were supposed to be peaceful? And then you get surprised when people do this. Like, don't be surprised. It's literally your fault. Now, I will say that there was no security there, which is mind-boggling to me. They were doing this, but also half the barricades, the cops just let them in. And this guy, don't even get me started on this. He's always there at the scene. I think this is like his job. But there was this one, I saw them taking pictures together. The cops and the protesters. But like, can you really blame if you gotta put yourself in their perspective too, you know, you gotta do this with everyone who's protesting. Why are they protesting? If you were told that everything you have been fighting for has been stolen from you unfairly, you know that there is proven fraud. You know that fraud exists, and you have one side saying it doesn't exist at all, and you have the other side saying it does exist, and it's the reason why we lost. And then you have the courts saying, oh no, we're not going to rule on any of this. We're just going to throw it out. Like in Pennsylvania, how the state legislature sued before the election. They said you can't sue because it's no damage has been done. And then you have them suing after and saying, oh, it's too late now. Not actually arguing on the merits of what was happening in Pennsylvania. So you see that. Yeah, people are going to be upset. And you have one side saying that none of that is the reason, none of that actually happened, and you have the other side saying that is the reason why you lost. And the other side lies so much that you have to believe that that's the reason why you lost, because you've been fighting so hard, and everyone else is just mocking you. They're still mocking them. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. These people, like, they're all to blame. And then you have Trump supporters knowing that all of this is just utter nonsense. At least I hope, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. He's deleted a lot of his videos, I'm pretty sure, because I couldn't find them. Like, videos I know that I saw from this guy, whatever his name is, I know his name, but I'm not going to say it, that are just not there anymore. But this was an older one. Bill Barr turned on us. Why is he fueling the flame of these people when he should be saying what Bill Barr said is 100% accurate? There is election fraud. There's not enough fraud to change the outcome of the election. So there's no reason to have any prosecutions while they were still investigating. I think they still are investigating, or at least a small subset is. So that is absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, you have the media lying to you. You have these supporter types lying to you. Everyone is lying to you. But why are you like listening to them? You know, like I almost went, to be honest, but I didn't, because I was like, it's not worth my time. I'll just read a nice book. I read Revelations and a part of Mark. But so for some people, like, just like put it in their shoes. You have people who are very upset. You have the mainstream media lying to them, saying nothing happened at all, everything's perfectly fine. You have Trump and his high up supporters saying everything is wrong, everything was stolen from us. And you have no one actually telling you what's true. And then so you get reactions like this, like storming the Capitol building. Of course they're going to do that, because everyone's lying to them. The system is, they don't think the system is working for them. So why would they think that it would work for you? Or why would they think, what consequence would it be? Like they feel like their lives are over anyway. It's the same thing with the Black Lives Matter protests, at least for black people. And whether or not you agree with it, I don't know if you've ever met an inner city cop. They all just suck. It's like essentially, if you want, it's cultural differences really. But it is what it is. I don't know how we're gonna move forward from this. Everyone keeps putting on more fuel onto the fire. Stop fueling the fire. They're not gonna do that. Why would they? Like, it's that easy. Just stop fueling the fire. Everyone's fueling the fire, from Trump fueling it, saying that he lost, to the mainstream media saying that they're, I don't know, it's just like, just let it go. Everyone needs to just let it go. The differences are inconceivable. Like, you have, again, no wonder these people stormed. Like, when emotions are high and everyone's lying to you, you're gonna do crazy things.